Hello everybody, this is Refresh and I'm here to start a new draft for Kaldheim. We are going to be paying our 1500 gems and we'll get right into it. Alright, oh we're starting really late, it's already 1. Wow, time sure flies. Here we go. Hopefully my brain will be working for this and whatever number of games I have to play afterwards. We have a Cosmos Charger as I think the choice of pick. It's a 4/4 with flash and flying, which I think is pretty good, and then it has additional foretell value. Narfi I think is a good other card here. Let's see, Mistwalker I like as well. Struggle for Skemfar I like as well. And I think those would be our top choices here, but I'm going to choose the Charger because it is, I think, just fun. It's cool. Yeah. Alright, second pick. Saw it coming. I do not think is as good of a pick with it. I think I like Behold the Multiverse because it's blue, it's strong. I like Vega as well, but I think that even with the Cosmos Charger, its upside is slightly weaker than Behold the Multiverse, which gets you an additional card. This can sometimes get you an additional card when you foretell. And maybe it's the right pick, but I'd rather foretell this for 1 and then draw 2 cards than get this down and sometimes get things off of its ability. I'm not 100% certain on that though, but I'm going to take Behold the Multiverse. It's also 1 color, I think, which makes it a slightly stronger choice here. Alright. We could take the Bloodline Pretender. I don't think it's that good given where we're at right now. I'm almost on Lichara Kinseekers or the Mists of Lichara. I don't think any of the other color cards here are strong enough for me to pick them highly here. So I think it's on one of these two. And I'm just going to take the Kinseekers, I think. Or I could take this. I mean, it is a shapeshifter. And if I get multiples of any given card, then including shapeshifters, then I can get it to what it needs to be. So maybe I take that. The other choice is Mists, and otherwise it's not that strong of a pack. So yeah, I'll take the Pretender. I like the Raven decently. Berserker is pretty good as well. Our other choices include, we can take one of these lands, like the Gates here, which is pretty good. If I go white as my second color, I might actually, I think it's strong enough that maybe I take it over the Raven. The Titan is also really good. I don't know that it's what I want though. I think with these 2 cards right now, I'm slightly higher on this, but this actually wouldn't be that bad, all things considered. So there is a possibility to take this and try to go Giants. And I think that actually might be stronger. I think Giants is stronger than the Foretell deck. So maybe that is where I will end up here. Because this is adding white, this is adding red. Augury Raven would be staying in blue, but I don't think it's strong enough. I'd rather take one of these stronger cards. Sculptor Winter is also in the conversation, I think. But we'll take the Titan here. Okay, nothing is in the colors that we have so far chosen that is really good. So we are looking at, we're taking this Vicious Return maybe? I don't think it's that strong. Because you have to sacrifice a creature. I don't really have much to sacrifice yet, so I think that makes it a little weaker. This I need something to sacrifice as well, so both of these are out. I could take the Elderfang Disciple maybe? The Grizzled Outrider, maybe the Highland Forest as a hedge. I think that's probably the pick here. Because maybe that'll let me get the Splash Green. Maybe, that does let me do the Doomscar Titan thing. It does give me a Snowland. And I don't think anything here is just strong enough that I would want to take it over first. Alright, we are lacking in the colors of our choice here. We could switch and maybe take one of these black cards, like Erase, as another choice to do the blue-black Reanimator-ish style deck. We can take the Snow-Covered Mountain to really push the red theme here. Fearless Pup, but we're not really aggressive. We don't have any blue coming our way. I'm either on this And the elf thing doesn't really matter. I think I'm just going to take the snow land and see if I can stay within something here. Okay, we didn't really get much of anything back. We can take the gates in going white, or we can take the bloodline pretender, and this leaves us open and lets us go whatever way, so we'll take that. And now we're not getting much of anything in color again. We have the effigy. We can take the reinforcements in red. We're going to take the undersea invader in blue. I think I like the 2 for own bodies here, and the undersea invader has proven itself to be a little underwhelming. So I think I'm going to take the reinforcements. And now we can take a Hagi Mob. I don't like the Cinderheart Giant. It's just too expensive. But the Hagi Mob, I think, can be alright. It's not really good in a Giants deck, but, you know, sometimes you just want some red cards. So there we go. Now we have a lot of blue options. We can take Run Ashore, we can take Saw It Coming, or we can take Pilfering Hawk. I think since we have some instant speed potential here, we might take the Saw It Coming over the Run Ashore. I think Pilfering Hawk wouldn't be bad, but that's not really. But I think I'd rather take the Saw It Coming first in this case. Now we got the Lijaris Kinseekers back anyways, so I think I'm on that for its shapeshifter capacity. To be a changeling, it can be whatever we need. That'll trigger the Bloodline Pretenders, and it can get bigger. It's nice and defensive. I think Mist is a decent card here as well, but we're slightly on Kinseekers here. Now we'll take the gates. Maybe we will splash white for it. We could take the God's Hollow Guardian, but I don't think we're really in that. This at least has a double blue. And now we have nothing. We can take Seize the Spoils, I guess. I think I'm just going to take, rather than take a Seize the Spoils, though, I think I'm just going to put this in my sideboard. I'm not going to play it. Just, you know, it's an uncommon. It moves me towards fault damage, although we are at 824%, so wow. I don't want to crack this, really. It's just kind of fun to make it get bigger and bigger and wilder and wilder. Alright, we don't want any of these, really, but we'll take Iron Verdict. Maybe we'll end up in white instead of red. I don't know. We're not taking the Ox, that's for sure. Or not, we're not playing it. Kazima's in blue. We are playing blue, so we will gladly take Kazima here. I think also in the conversation were Vega and Mistwalker, which were in our first pack as well, but we have not gotten that, so we'll take Kazima. Alright, Frostpire Arcanist is not bad if we can get multiple spells to recast, but we have, what, one Behold the Multiverse and a Saw It Coming, so we're not quite there yet. It is a body. We could take another Bloodline Pretender maybe, and then see where we go. Frostpeak Yeti, we can take a Snow-Covered Island maybe, but we don't really have any snow payoffs right now. I wouldn't mind this, though, in case we get the Bergstriders. And the Bloodline Pretender could be whatever we take. We don't have any Bergstriders yet. But, you know, we could always see what we have the most of and just stick with it, right? So maybe we take the Bloodline Pretender. No, I'm going to take this in case we get Bergstriders. I don't think anything else here is strong. I mean, the Pretender might not be bad. Actually, you know what? We'll take the Bloodline Pretender. We'll see if we can get there on Giants. Or Berserkers, as it were. Berserkers wouldn't be bad either. Because we got, like, 3 of them. 4. Yeah, 3 of them. So we'll see. We'll see. Alright. Looks like there's some packs floating around here. I'm not sure that I want Iron Verdict. But we'll see. We got another one of these, which we could take. Now, this isn't exactly the right deck for it, but it is a deck for it. And we're not playing any of the other cards here, I think. Oh, I guess Squash is actually in the conversation as this snow-covered mountain. I think we need more Giants before I take this. Or I could take it preemptively and then take more Giants. Let's take the Squash. I think I want more removal. We can hope that the other one comes back around. And now we are on either Ice Tunnel. We don't really need that. I think the Cavalry would be fine. It adds to our Berserker count for the Bloodline Pretenders. And, you know, it's a decent 2-drop. We do need some 2-drops, which we have none of so far. Yeah, I think we are on the Cavalry. We'll take the Funeral as a removal spell. We are passing the Bind the Monster as a removal spell, not really caring about that. Mist as a removal spell, not really caring about that. We are passing Cavalry, but I think a 3 mana deal 4 is pretty good. So we'll go ahead and take that. It's not a high pick as opposed to other removal spells, but we'll take it. We can take another Haggy Mob, but I don't think I want one. Maybe I'll take the Longboat. This is a really bad pack for us. Don't think we're going to be taking the white, because neither of these are what we want. So it's either Haggy Mob or it's the Funeral Longboat. And I'm not really high on either, but since I'm short on 2-drops, I'll take the Longboat in this particular pack. We'll take the... We don't really like this guy, but he is a 2-drop that could get bigger. We don't have any boast cards, right? Yeah, we don't. It is a Berserker, so it does add to the Berserker crew. And maybe that's good enough for it. Although, you know, getting the Kinseekers back wouldn't be the worst, but it is kind of expensive for what we're doing, and we need some ground game, so we'll take the 2-drop as just a 2-drop. Alright, looks like we are back to this pack, I think. I think we can take the... We're not into the Arcanist, actually, right? Maybe we'll take another Gates and use the Gates to use the Gates ability, or we could use the Mists as a potential removal spell. I think I'm slightly higher on Mists here. I don't know if I'm going to end up playing this white at all, because we would need 2 whites for that to go off. So we'll take the Mists. And now we are on all of this stuff. Nothing of which is terribly good. We could take another Haggy Mob. I'm not into the Frost to Augur. We're not going to get there with the snow. I'm not high on Haggy Mob. I would gladly replace it with something else. We do want to value Giants, so I think we take this terrible 5-drop. Like, we don't have 2 of anything that it can get back, so that kind of feels bad. But it costs 1 less to cast if we control a Giant or a Wizard, which we don't have much of either, right? We have no Wizards and 1 Giant. Oof. Maybe the Yeti's better. Or the Draugr Thought Thief. Let's take a look. Oh, too late. We took the Arcanist. We'll take the Immersturm Raider, though. I think that's pretty decent. Raider's Carve is another option, but what is going to trigger or make that fly? I don't think we have the right stats for that. So we'll take the Immersturm Raider. It looks like we're on some weird blue-red deck of some sort. We could put the Run Ashore. I think I like it slightly more than Seas. We'll take the Cavalry, I think, just for another critter on the ground. We're not playing a Null, but we'll take it. We're not playing Skull Raid, but we'll take it. And now we're on a bunch of stuff. We're not taking the Faceless Saving because we don't have the snow for it. We can take a Replicating Ring, which we don't really care much about. There's not much in red or blue, so maybe the ring is what we take. I'm not taking these green cards. The white is fine, but it's not what we're trying to do. Yeah, this is a really bad pack for us. We're going to take the Replicated Ring, and we'll probably not play it. Maybe, if we're not playing any of these, we'll just take the Faceless Heaven and not play that. Resplendent Marshal is great, but it's not in color. Boreal Outrider is pretty good. It's not in color. Wow, nothing's in color. I'm just taking the Floodplain, I guess, for a snow mana in case we need it. Yeah, I don't feel very good about this so far. We're passing like a really good card for a land that doesn't actually have any particular value right now. I guess it lets us cast the white cards. So we'll take that, I guess. Yeah, I'll take the Firewalker. That's actually a good card. Right, we're probably not playing this Arcanist. We can take another Bloodline Pretender and just get there on the Pretenders and the Berserker deck. I think we do, actually. We don't want the Reckless Crew. We'll take the Doomscar, though. That's another Berserker. We could also take the Giant Amulet as an option. But I kind of think that this Berserkery thing that we have going on isn't the worst. I do like Giant Amulet. Don't get me wrong. And if it weren't for this Doomscar Titan being here, I would take it. But we have something going on here with like a blue-red Berserkers deck, which is not what I intended on doing, but it might not be the worst thing in the world here. We can't play any of these except Depart, so we'll take Depart. I don't know if we're going to play it, but we'll take it. Rune of Speed, I kind of like. It's a bit aggressive. The other choice is to take these Dwarven Reinforcements as Berserkers. But I'm okay with the Rune of Speed here. It's a power boost. I wish I got something to make it make. Oh, we can take the Tormentor's Helm as a way to get these Berserkers through. How many creatures do I have? I think I'm okay with creature count here. Pilfering Hawk I think is a little slow, and we're not really a snow deck. So we'll take the Helm, I think. I'd prefer a different equipment, but you know, this is where we are at right now. I don't think I like this Rogue enough. We'll take the Intruder and probably not play it. And then here, I don't think we want any of these. We already have a Run Ashore. I think we're on Shackles of Treachery and just not play it. Smashing Success is not what we want. Yeah, so Shackles of Treachery, not play. And we're not playing any of these, so we'll take the... Oh, we don't have an null, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to take the War and Blast just for funsies and not play it. I don't think we're playing this Iron Verdict, but it is removal, and we could potentially splash it. In this case, I don't want any of these. I could take this for it being a creature, or we could take this as... Like, if we were playing traditional, maybe we'd do that. Let's go ahead and take this to the board. We're not playing it, though. We can play the... Well, we'll just take this red card. We're not going to play it, but we'll just take it because it's red and it's a rare. We're definitely not playing that. We'll not play this God's Hall Guardian, and then we got like 2 more packs coming, it looks like. We're not going to play this. We're not going to play this. And here we go. Alright, so we just need to make some cuts. It looks simple enough. Yeah. Alright, so did we get there with snow? Or can we just cut the snow tap lands? Let's see, is there anything that... Well, we're not playing the Iron Verdict. We just don't need that. I think we're going to keep the gates or the Glacial Floodplain just for these Gates of Istfell. I don't think we want Run Ashore. I don't think our deck is that deck. Fumarole has a snow thing, but we're not really playing snow. We're just like Berserker.deck, it looks like, yeah. So we like that. I think that's why we're going to keep the Tormentor's Helm, because we are a bit on the aggressive side. Let's see. That's Berserkers. That's a Berserker. That's not a Berserker, but I think it's good enough to keep. I think Depart the Realm can go. I think Saw It Coming is not what this deck is trying to do. I don't think I need the Highland Forest because we have no snow payoffs. We're only keeping the Gates of Istfell because it's basically a possible free spell with the Glacial Floodplain at some point. And, you know, I guess we're going to keep that for that. Maybe we cut the Funeral Longboat. Let's take a look at our creatures. 16. The Longboat can be crewed by a lot of these creatures. Certainly better than cutting a Berserker. We're definitely not playing the Faceless Haven. We don't really want the Intruder. Yeah, we're not playing any of these. So we just need to make one more cut. It might be the boat. Or the Raider. We got one thing to trigger it. Right, that's only a Boaster that we have. Oh, we have the Haggy Mobs. Okay, the Raider's fine. We'll cut the boat. And this will be our deck. It's a weird blue-red Berserker deck. Wow. Alright, we'll just take a quick look at my quests. Make sure we got red, we got blue, we got kill. Alright, here we go. Let's get it going. Let me know if you think that I made some major mistakes. Alright. Here we are. We are up against Rainier Years. I think that's maybe how you're supposed to say it. We got 3 drops. I think that's fine having 3 drops. We could foretell this on 2 and potentially surprise it in for less, so that's not the worst. Alright, we'll keep this. Alright, start with you. At least playing this on 2 gives us something to do, so we're going to do that. Or foretelling it on 2, I should say. And then on 3, we're going to play the Pretender and then just start berserking my life away. Okay, they got a Disciple. Sure. You can make me discard the... Do we drop a land? Or the Haggy Mob? I think the Haggy Mob is doing less. Let's drop a land. Yeah. I think we're going to hope that the Firewalker gets us there. Play you. And then we'll play the Pretender. On Berserker. We can Firewalker and attack, so that's not the worst thing in the world. We'll see what my opponent has. What do they have that... I'm just going to take it. Like, they could have anything. Okay, sure. We will play... We'll play you. Beef this thing up. We'll play you. Do I attack with the potential for trading with the Grimdraugr? I don't think so. I think I can get this thing bigger, so we're going to hold. I will use the Firewalker, though, at some point. To boast, for sure. Oh, are we going aggro? Like, multi-aggro? I am down for taking it and then hitting you back. Unless they have a blocker? Is that what they're doing? Okay, sure. Is that it? Okay, I'm down with this. So we're going to go to combat. We're going to attack with our guys. And maybe they'll have a surprise for me. I'm fine with that. Okay. We're going to spend 1. Yep. Get a thing. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, I can't do anything about that, so this is happening. And then... Sure. Yep. Yep. That's really annoying, but this is life sometimes. We'll play this land. And then we will... Let's see. We can make this guy bigger with this. Or maybe I do that next turn and just draw. Actually, let's foretell. Actually, we want to keep up 3 mana for you, right? So we're just going to pass. Yeah, and then we can foretell this at the end of their turn. Okay, that's fine. So that's what they were holding that on to. Okay. So they're going to attack with everybody. Sure. We'll cast you. And then we'll pass to blockers. We'll block here. Lock. If they do anything to kill my charger, then we're gonna do this now. They had 2 of those. That's really annoying. I should have blocked one of the other guys. I should have blocked this. Had I thought that they had 2 of those. Wow, they really got there. Alright. Well, We're going to Axe Guard Cavalry. No, that's not going to do anything. We are going to play the Hagi Mob, because it's a big blocker. That makes this bigger. We're going to take a pounding next turn. We're going to have to trade one of these things for the Not Fold Recluse. Okay, we're dead. I think. 6. No, it's even worse. Alright. So, we're going to block here. We can't block this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I can't block this, so I'm dead, basically. We could game them. I don't... Yeah, we're dead. Ah, well. My opponent got me with those demonic gifts. I sniffed that the first one was going to happen, but I did not expect the second one to happen. They got me on that. Oof. Good job. Alright, we're going to keep going, though. 0 and 1 with a deck that I think is pretty decent. So I think it's a deck that's better than it looks like on paper. Or I think it's a deck that's better than it could have been, giving the cards that I picked up in the color pair. But at the same time, you know, sometimes your opponent gets you with unexpected cards, right? And an unexpected combo twice. That I fell for twice because I thought they could only have it once. Alright, we're up against Benz and Silver. So we're being matched down. So either I suck or they're good. Alright, we'll keep this. We got a 2, we got a 3. You know, we got things to do. We have Mists as a hedge if we need it. So I'm pretty happy with this. Now, I almost want to play the Pretender first before the Cavalry, but I think we just got to get our ducks in order here. Okay. This way, we can play you, and we can attack with the Cavalry. Because the Pretender's not going to be any bigger than it. Yep, then we play the Pretender on Berserkers, which we have the most of. Now we have Mists held up, and we can foretell the Doomscar Titan. Sure. Alright, we are going to play this, and then we are going to just straight up attack. Let's go. We can trade the Mist for the Boreal Outrider. I think they'll probably try to trade it with the Bloodline Pretender. And no, they don't? Okay, cool. Smash, smash. Foretell you. And end the turn. I still have Mists up in case I need it, so that's not the worst. My opponent is playing a deck that gets pretty big, though. Realm Marker is annoying, sure. I'd like to draw an untapped land so I can just play this out and smash, but we'll see. Attack with a 3-2, I'm guessing? Yeah. Yeah. It's fine. I think I actually attack with a Hagi Mob if I drop an untapped land. That's not a Hagi Mob, so we're gonna play you tapped. We're going to play the Frenzied Raider to make the Bloodline Pretender bigger. And then we are going to attack with just the Bloodline Pretender. They chose Elf. Okay. So they must have some elves in hand, I'm guessing. We have the Mists. We can block the Outrider and kill it with either of our creatures, so that's not the worst thing in the world here. Okay. They can't use the Boreal Outrider's ability yet, so getting it off the battlefield is a good thing. I think I'm going to use Mists this turn no matter what. I'm just hoping that they attack with it. And I know that the Frenzied Raider... Well, actually, it's not the worst thing right now. Okay, your card, that's decent. Definitely a blocker. Come at me. Okay, so they chose not to do it. Alright. So we're going to miss the Outrider now to take it off the table. Actually, no. We can use this as a surprise, so we're going to actually wait. Okay. So next up is to Hege Mob. Yep. And then we're going to give you haste. Yep. And we'll attack with our 2 big guys. Sometime one of these is not going to trade that favorably, but that's fine. We need to pressure my opponent. If they take these hits, it's going to be too much. So they're almost certain to double block. And then I'll get rid of whatever their biggest threat is. Now, could I have waited to next turn to Doomscar Titan? Maybe, but I think getting some of these creatures off the table right now is a good thing. Okay, sure. We're gonna get rid of Svella. Boreal Ivor is not doing anything for them right now. Oh, nice. Nice. They got me. Good job. Got a lot of mana, that's for sure. Okay. It's a slow card, but it's a very strong card. I'm gonna play this. And I think we're just gonna Doomscar and just get in there then. Right? Is there anything better to do than Doomscar? No. Doomscar. My opponent's going to be forced to make some unsavory blocks here, just because they are at 6 life. They have to block my 2 big guys. So that's unsavory. Now, they may have a trick or something. That's life sometimes. Okay, sure. Probably to make a trade. Sure. I think they made the right choice with the cavalry versus the raider, because the cavalry can lead to some surprising damage. Alright, sure. They still now need to have 2 blockers for my creatures. Now they have 2 blockers for my creatures, but they are forever on the defense now. I can attack with this and stop that, but that won't do anything. Actually, we could do attack with this and do that. Yeah, because we can ping that dead. So yeah. Go to combat. Attack. No, just the Hege Mob. Let's see if they notice. They do. Okay. So we're just gonna miss this thing. And kill it. And then ping their face, which makes this grow. And then we're gonna Immersturm Raider, just to go wide. We're not gonna use the secondary ability because that doesn't matter. We just need to get a lot of bodies on the battlefield so that they can't block them all. Because they can only activate this once. So they need another creature to survive. Okay, sure. Trying to get something good. I think it's reasonable. It's not enough, though. Okay. We are going to win. I don't know if having these gates is worth it off of just the 1 splash, but I don't think it's too much of a detriment, so we're going to keep it for now. Alright, we're 1-1 with this weird Berserker deck. We're going to keep going. I am getting pretty sleepy though, so if I am making any mistakes, please pardon me, but also let me know so I can get better. Alright, here's my opponent. You're up against Angehels. Oh, it's like angels, but with hells. Alright. Normally I wouldn't keep this hand because it's missing my second color here, but mountain, and then everything else we can play, so we'll keep it. I don't love this, but Tormentor's Helm, foretell this. Hopefully we'll draw another land and then play Bloodline Pretender. Normally, yeah, this is not like a good hand, but it is a hand. So again, we're going to keep it. Okay, we drew another land. Not the best land, but it is a land. And we can Bloodline Pretender into Bloodline Pretender, you know, Berserker out my life here. Okay, Cavalry, sure. You know, I'm glad that I'm not drawing blue cards. So now we can Bloodline Pretender, Tormentor's Helm, and keep going. I wonder what my opponent's up to now. We'll see. Maybe they have removal spell. What's on 3? Is there one on 3? It's not Demon Bolt, is it? No, Demon Bolt is on 4, right? Maybe it's on 3. I'm forgetting. Okay, I'm not blocking. Yeah, you can hit me. So they're going to play... Oh, they're foretelling. Okay. So this is the game that we're playing. Alright. We're going to do this. We're going to play the Bloodline Pretender on Berserker. It's all Team Berserker here. Yep. That's gotten bigger. And I think we're going to stick this on this one and just get more aggressive. Try to do more damage faster than my opponent, which I think is possible here. Okay, that's annoying. I think we Haggy Mob and then attack again. We'll see what my opponent's actually up to. But Iron Verdict, good card. Almost played it in my own deck, even though it was a splash. I think better that than my Haggy Mob, right? No blocks. What else do they have? Another Iron Verdict? Valkyrie. Alright. Sure. Play you. Play Haggy Mob. Make my Berserker bigger. We could attack into this, but I think we're just gonna wait. I think we're just gonna overtake them with bigger dudes. If we draw a land, then we can equip the Helm with the Haggy Mob and just keep smashing it, I think. Okay, dual Haggy Mobs, sure. Yep. Taking 8, I'm gonna trade. It's annoying, but I think it's fine. Okay, so if we Haggy Mob, and then we attack with you. And then we're gonna end. We can Cavalry, or we can just Titan and just smash. I think we're just tightening and smashing next turn. They have another iron thing, removal thing? Iron Verdict? We'll see. Seize. Okay, so they're looking for something. Okay, so they dropped a Seize. They're playing a Courser, sure. Okay. They're not attacking with a... Oh, they're gonna fly? They hit me for 5 in the air, sure. They are at 16. We are going to... Let's see, that's 10 plus you is 15. Wait, 10, 11, 15? I think that's right. 16? Yep. And then we win. Look, my opponent could not have predicted that I was going to do that, so yeah. They were playing their aggro game. I think they were playing this correctly. I just managed to sneak this one in on them. All right. We got a frostbite thing. We are at 2 wins and 1 loss. We still have a quest to go, so we're going to keep playing. Alright, 11 seconds in, we got our opponent. A lot of people playing tonight. We're up against Tonio18. Wearing the, face. Alright, this isn't terrible. Like, we can get rid of the land if we draw too many, so we'll keep this. We can, mists, or we can, I'd probably foretell this, actually, and play it on 3. Pup. Okay, so my opponent's definitely doing something aggressive. We'll put this down. It's a pretty good aggressive card, though, I have to say. Yeah. You have a 2-drop. That's trouble. Now I need to play something to block. So we're gonna play you to block. Right? Because I don't want the Liberator getting off a ton of value. Actually. Yeah, because if they play another land, I'm not gonna be able to block the pup. The other choice is to do this, but then they're going to go wide. I think we do this. You're going to pitch 1 land. The land being the red land, because we have all these blue cards. Sure. We got a red land anyways, that's fine. So we trade the Raider for the Liberator. We're not going to block the pup, that's for sure. They can't pump that. You can't use both of their abilities. Okay, so they decided not to use the Liberator and lose it. That's fine. Okay, so they must have some really good equipment. We're on 3. We're gonna play you. And then we can... I think we just foretell this. Right? Or no, we can just surprise block with that. So let's attack with the Raider and trade it for the... And then play the Axguard Cavalry? Let's see. We will attack with the Raider. I'll play the Cavalry. Trade this for the Liberator. So they got all this mana now. What are they going to cast with this mana? I think next turn we actually play the Kinseekers, because they're going to be a good blocker for their attackers here. Maybe they have Halvar himself. We'll see. We're happy to trade the Cavalry for the Liberator. This is not the most aggressive hand that we have. On the pup, I'm definitely not blocking. Liberator, I'm still blocking. Block. Okay, so we have a surprise 3-drop that we can put in front of this thing to kill it. We can cast this. It's not going to do much, though. This is not going to do much. I think I think we just drop the surprise 3-drop down and kill this thing. So we're gonna go on the attack. They're probably not gonna trade, yeah. I think so. And then we're gonna hold. What are they gonna grab? Another helm. Okay. They certainly got a lot of lands. Maybe we are on the race plan. We're gonna put that on this guy and that guy. Oh, interesting. I think that was a mistake. Yeah. No one expects the Cosmos Charger. This is not the kind of trade I want to make, but it is a trade that I will make. If they have like some sort of pump spell. Okay, so the race is on. Oh, I see. So they're going to finish off the Cosmos Charger? Sure, sure. We are going to play this mountain here. I think we're going to play the Frenzied Raider. Yeah. We can play the Misteliara to stop this thing. So we're going to attack with the Immerstorm Raider because they're certainly not blocking with the Ravager. And the Mists will stop the Ravager from beating us down. Yeah. The Fearless Pup is definitely the aggro play here, but we can't do much about that. And then if both of these survive, if the Mists work, then we can Kinseekers to get me there at the end. So we'll end the turn, see what they're up to. They got 2 cards, so they got a lot of options here. Sure. It's annoying, but it's something. So if they attack and I do this, it's just going to shrink this. That's fine. I think I just shrink and then counterattack. At this point, like, this equipment gives them too much stability, so we'll just shrink and counterattack. We'll take 4, which is better than a more than 4. The race is still even here. Alright, we'll take more than 4. Okay, now we're taking 6, which is annoying, but it's okay. We can Kinseekers, try to find some ways out of this. Doomscar Titan is not it. We're gonna play this tapped. We're gonna Kinseeker. Yeah. If it's a counter, Kazima might be too slow here, huh? Yeah, Kazima's too slow. Okay. I'm gonna attack with these two since they're not doing much blocking here. We can make this into a 2, 3, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm not blocking these two. They have to be careful. I can take a hit, and then I can Doomscar to finish them off. Like, this will be what, 4 damage. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is 2, 4. I think I have to block this one. 2, 4. If they have the double striking, that'll kill me with this. First strike. It won't kill me with this. So actually, I need to block this one. Because double striking this won't kill me. Double striking this will kill me. Okay. Sure. So yeah, some sort of removal spell after that. No, they didn't calculate it correctly. Okay. So this is how I win, right? I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Doomscar Titan for the win. Attack. Doomscar Titan. Winning it every day. Wow. I think I probably still would have won, even had they not made that mistake. But yeah, we'll take it. All right, we're up against Arcturio. I almost read that as Articuno, the legendary bird from Pokemon. This I don't know if I want to keep. I mean, I can cast these two, but I don't have red, and these two are red. I could draw a red land, and then this would be fine. I'm going to keep it because Kazima is really strong. But I think that this might be a mistake. I can cast these two as well, so it's not like the worst thing in the world here. If I draw a red land, then we can cast Cavalry into Pretender as well. So we'll keep this. I think it might be a mistake, though. But we'll see. We could also use the Oben Keel, I guess, on too. But I'd rather have Kazima. We'll see. We'll see. My opponent's still trying to decide what they're doing. They played that. We don't have a red land, but we still have another turn to get one. Opponent has fancy sleeves, and they're in platinum. Looks like they're in the same platinum rank, so we're evenly matched. Okay, double white. Story Seeker, sure. We didn't get there with that. We could play this on as a 3-drop, but I don't think I want that, right? We don't know what their other color is. I think it's black by this, but it could be red. Yeah, I think we hold. Next. End the turn. We'll play this as a blocker on the next turn, I guess. Pretender is going to go on Berserker. Or I could Pretender into Pretender, but I did draw a red, so I'm not going to play the Cavalry, so I think I'd rather just get Kazima down as a blocker next turn. They're going to attack me with the Story Seeker for sure. Are they mono white? Or did they just keep the all white hand like I kept the all blue hand? Possible that's what happened. Alright, we're going to play you. And then we're going to play you. It'll block for 1 turn. And then I will exile it. Okay. I don't have the other land, so we're actually going to decline and keep Kazima as a blocker. See, this is the land that I got, but it's not the land that I wanted. We'll play the Pretender now on Berserker. Next turn, we are going to exile Kazima. Then we can play this and start putting the counters on. Okay, my opponent is mana screwed. Okay, so I might be able to take advantage of this. Oh, well, that's... Yep. We're gonna take action this time, exile you. And then we're still not getting what we need, which is annoying. We are going to play the Pretender. Yep. On Berserker. We're going to play the land. And we are going to... You may put a voyage counter on it. Yes, we're going to put a voyage counter on it. And then we are not going to attack. We really need... So this is going to keep pounding me in the air. We really need a red land. Alright, we're going to play this. And somehow get past my opponent's stuff. Yep. These two are going to grow. That's going to grow. Everything's growing on the ground, but we're getting smashed in the air. We do not want another blue land. We need a red land. Can attack with you, but then you're just going to get double blocked. Yeah, no attacks this turn. How is it that we just got all the blue lands in the world? Sure, we'll block here. We get a guy. I see. They wanted to get a Valkyrie down. Sure. Okay, we're gonna foretell you. And then, if I attack with you, then they'll have to trade the Valkyrie away. So we'll attack with you. I'd rather trade the Valkyrie away. Or they'll Iron Verdict, sure. Yeah, attack with their sky bees, it makes sense. I need to kill one of them to survive. I think I'm dead. I'm not... If I draw a land off of this, it's still not going to be enough, right? Like, Hagi Mob is not what we want. You are good. But even that is not enough. We can play this, and then we're just going to die in the air. We are going to get this back. It's just too little too late is all of this, right? I'm just gonna die in the air. Yeah, attack. Sure. I'm just doing this for the kills right now. I'm gonna lose next turn no matter what. Alright, we lost. I got color screwed in the worst way. Wow, do you see how long it took me to get that mountain? Alright, well, let's take a look at my mana balance here. We are on... It looks like we're on 6 blue to 10 red. So the odds of that happening, it was really, really low. And yet it happened. Good job, me, I guess. We're going to keep going. We're at 3 wins and 2 losses, so this could be my last game. I feel like this deck should be able to get to 4 just because of its consistency, but, you know, you make mistakes. Or at least I do. Or sometimes you just get screwed by the random number god, which, you know, does seem to be my thing. Alright, I guess everybody's thing's in Magic the Gathering, so it's not just my thing. For each game I win because of it, I lose because of it. Boogie, or I mean, I lose because of it, I win because of it. Alright, this is fine. We got what we want. We have blue, we have red. We can cast a 2-drop, we can cast a 3-drop. So we'll keep this. Okay, play you tapped. Cavalry next, then the Firewalker next. Okay. Alright, play the cavalry. If they attack and don't play a blocker, we can Firewalker into the next turn, so that's not bad. Oh, there are 3 colors? No blocks. Spell. Okay, now I can't punch through that. That's annoying. We're going to play this mountain. And then... I think we just play Kazima, who will block for a turn. Yeah. So now we're just gonna stare at each other. guessing. Yep. We're gonna take the action, exile you, get this train rolling. We're gonna play the island, then we're gonna you can put a voyage counter, so we will. Okay. The next thing that we're going to do is we are going to attack with, if you play you, that's not gonna do much. We can flash this in on their turn. Actually, we can just play it now and get attacking. And then we'll take 3 to 4. I'd rather flash it in on their turn instead of potentially losing that. So, yeah. So we're going to pass. They're going to make a land. Looks like they're on the snow plan. Okay. Yeah. I don't know that I can beat them. They've got some massive, like, potential here. Okay. Okay, we're gonna Cosmos Charger. Maybe they have a... Go to pass. Maybe they have a trick. Maybe they're just gonna lose their creature. It's a strong card. Okay. We are going to... This has 1. We're going to take the action. Then we're going to play 2 things. We're going to play you on Berserker. We're going to play a Berserker. And then we're going to go to combat. And we're going to attack with our flyer, which they can't block. We have ways of blocking it 2 for 1 against the Quake Bringer. Yep. Yep. We've got all the mana. Berg Strider's good. Okay, sure. That's a giant, so that's gonna do its thing, but I can't let this hit me for 5 when they're doing all this madness to me, so we will lose these 2. Okay. This is gonna come in as a... Yeah, that's... I'm gonna bring this back. So we're gonna play you. And then we're going to decline and get back a 4/6. That'll block the Berg Strider. And then we are going to attack with our flyer. Yep. Go you. We are going to play the Teskari Firewalker. Yep. And we're going to foretell this for 1. And then we have this up, and we have this up. Okay. Sure. That's going to do a lot of damage to me. They can't lose their Berg Shredder, otherwise it'll stop doing damage. Sure. That's fine. I mean, these are not fine, but this is something. Come at me, bros. We're not winning on the ground anymore, that's for certain. We're gonna just draw cards. I don't want any more lands, actually. We're good on lands, thank you. Okay. We're gonna decline. You may exile, we're gonna decline. Great. So, we're gonna play this land. Then we have a bunch of mana. We can attack in the air and kill this thing. I think that's what we're going to do. With the mists, yeah. Okay. Attack in the air. make it seem like I did not pay attention to the fact that the Recluse is a blocker, but I did. Alright, now we're going to try to go wide. So we want... foretelling cards can be done on any player's turn. So we'll play you. We'll play you. Make this guy bigger. And then we can foretell both of these on my opponent's turn. Yeah. So, end the turn. Sure. So we're gonna go super wide, right? 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we're gonna be able to play everything and then smash for a huge amount of damage next turn. They're on green. Okay. So they can Svella. Okay, so now we're gonna foretell you. Yep. And we're gonna foretell you. Yep. We're gonna decline. We are not going to exile. Yeah, decline. We got a gates, which we don't care about. We're gonna play you now. Yep. Make this guy bigger. Then Doomscar Titan. And then make this guy bigger and everybody gets stronger. And then we'll play this, and we'll go on the attack with my giant, hasty, super giant team. Seems like a good deal. My opponent kind of flooded, I guess, at the end there. They're going to take a pile of damage all the same. Eyesight Troll is going to survive, but I think that they're just going to die unless they use Svella, right? 6 plus all this, yeah. They just have to hope. Yeah, they're just hoping for all beyond all hope. Okay, sure. Doomscar Titan did it again. It seems to be the one that gets me the win each time. Yeah, and I got all this stuff, all these quests done too, and some prizes. Let's take it. We're get to 4, so I'm pretty glad with that. We're going to just take a look at our earnings here and then call it a night, and we'll see if this deck gets any further tomorrow. Alright, so for the Mastery Tree, we are on, it looks like Rune of Flight, and that is the last remaining rune, so we'll take that. And then we'll open our packs. We got 2. Alright. Between all of these, I am going to choose Shatter the Sky. I think its effect is just, it's a board wipe. I think it's usually good to take the board wipe. Otherwise, I would choose Temerate, I think. Or Careless Settlement might not be bad either. But Shatter makes it easy. And then between all of these, it's kind of hard. I like the Kraken just because it's huge, but it's hard to get going unless you can draft a ton of Snowlands. The other choices here, though, are not that inspiring. I guess Maya, Predacard Protector is pretty good. Maybe that's good enough to take over the Kraken, but I think I'm going to take the Kraken just because, you know, big giant creature seems pretty cool. And that is it for me tonight. If you enjoyed this stream, hit the like button. If you'd like to see more of my streams or other videos that I make, hit the subscribe button. This is Refresh. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Good night.